So actually, they need our attention, and if it's time maybe to appreciate what people are saying, let us do it but in a respectful way. So as usual, before we get started, let's get up all and then we put ourselves into Jesus' hands.
The Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. We thank you, Lord. We thank you for this day and this evening together. Guide us in this debate. We thank you for our teachers, our students, our parents. Be with us, and we ask you the force to help each other, to know that the brain, the health we have is coming from you. We thank you for the act we are going to do. This debate is not to fight. It is to learn from each other. We ask you to be the really sisters, brothers from you. We ask this through your name, Jesus Christ. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
To the end of the debate, interclasses debate. So the reason we thought about the interclasses debate is to promote these English speaking skills with students, because there's some new students we didn't know that they know how to debate, and gladly they were found through the interclasses debate. Though some of them didn't reach the finals, but they tried their best, and thanks to them all, and thanks to also these ones who are sitting here.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, dear judges, proposers, and the opposers. My names are Kamika Divine, and I'm the first speaker on the proposition side on the motion which states that globalization should be adopted as for speedy development. I'm here supporting this motion. So globalization is a process whereby the economies of all countries become intertwined. They depend upon each other. This notion of globalization is wide. It goes through technology, politics, culture, and many different types of globalization. So adapted is to use a particular manner or expression. Speedy development is a rapid growth and expansion. So this motion means that we should use globalization, the intertwining of nations, interdependence of nations to achieve speedy development, to develop faster. So my action plan today is globalization should be adopted with democracy of worldwide without changing our culture or morals while testing of new ideas. This is it's kind of complicated. I'm saying globalization with democracy. I'm not saying just globalization, because if it's just globalization, the MPCs will have control over the LPCs. I mean, the more developed countries will have, will dominate the LPCs. This is not what we want. We want the LPCs to have a voice in the decisions made. This is democracy, okay? So, democracy, and not without changing our morals or culture. Culture is important to a nation. Morals are important to a nation. The morals our grandparents taught our parents. The morals our parents are teaching us today. The morals we should teach our children, our grandchildren in the future. So morals should not be changed. Culture should not be changed. The Imishanana wear should not be changed. This is what I mean. Globalization changes culture, but our action plan today states that our culture should not be changed. This is what I'm saying today. While testing of new ideas. Testing of new ideas, what I mean today is maybe the MDCs have new decisions to make. We should test them so we can see the effects on the entire world. This means that if there is an effect we will know immediately, so we cannot choose this decision. This will help us make our decisions through globalization, so that each nation will not be undermined or hurt in any of the processes. So my first point is increase in economic growth. Globalization will help us increase our economic growth. I'm talking transport, tourism, agriculture, okay? Mining, all our sectors will be developing. Because globalization means that the economic system in the US will be the economic system here in Rwanda. This is what I'm saying. If Africa are LDCs, low developing countries, this will mean that the MDCs, the more developed countries, will come help the LDCs so we can run at the same rate. Here we could be at the same pace, the same level, globalization. This is what I'm saying today. My second point, access to markets. So this means that there will be more access to markets. So if I'm making publicité here in Rwanda, they will have a market there abroad, in Europe, in Asia. This is what globalization means. I will be able to sell my products abroad anywhere I want because the world is moving at the same stage, same rate. This is rapid development. If I can be able to sell my products here in Rwanda as I sell them in the US or anywhere else, this means that this will develop me, okay? My third point is spread of technology. Technology and innovation. The same technology used abroad will be used here in Rwanda. As we all know, Africa is not well developed with technology. So this will help the MDCs this will help the LDCs with technological problems. The technology used in manufacturing abroad will be brought here in Africa. This will be taught. This is why democracy is important. All the decisions be made, all Africans and those countries abroad, the more developed countries, will have a say in it, okay? My fourth point, it makes international trade easy because there is no tariffs and trade barriers. By tariffs, I mean those customs duties, those import duties, export duties. If we're one nation, this means that there will not be taxes on imports. Our goods and services will be able to reach abroad easily at the same price, just transport costs only, which will be easier for the manufacturers. Promotes unity and working together. This means that the nations will work together in harmony so that we can be able to promote unity. This will also, I think this will also help the concept of racism. This will mean that we're united, we're a united front, equality. This will bring equality among nations. No American will look down on a black. There will be no such thing as a colored person. All will be equal. My last point is marketing and communication modifications. This means that the communications will be changed as well so we can move rapidly with at the same level. Thank you, those were my points. Thank you for your attention.
Dear judges, and my dear, how do you call them? Opposing side, and my favorite colleagues, dear proposal side. So thank you very much. Here, dear judges, I raised for POI, but unluckily they refused. But don't worry, I can't leave without mentioning a POI. So thank you. I'm by the names of Kejep Dokas. I'm from S6 MEG, and I'm here 100% proposing the motion, which says that globalization should be adapted for our speedy development. Firstly, Honorable Lisa, first speaker from the opposition side, mentioned something: culture. My dear Honorable Lisa, she doesn't know that culture includes a lot of things. Clothing, oh my God, a lot more. But let me ask her, with the arts we see all over Rwanda, did Rwanda bring up any kind of art? Where was it born? From all those foreign countries. By what? Globalization. Thank you. Another thing, she didn't understand our action plan actually, but let me come near you and explain it clearly. Globalization, but without changing our culture. We want allow our culture to change. And another thing, she said racism. My dear Lisa, oh my God. She doesn't know that Black Lives Matter is being handled by the international organization that is handling human rights right now in the USA. And ask me how many participants that are in that organization. More that come all over the world, from Africa, from the Western countries, from Australia. That's globalization. The UN. You know the UN? Yes. Ask men, they know it better. The UN is a globalization organization that supports each and everyone to live happily. And another thing she said, working together. My dear Lisa. Let me ask something. Let me ask if you know Rwandan soldiers, the ones from that did go to where? Central Africa. Thanks, my dear. They were wearing here the flag of Rwanda, and what they wearing here? UN. That's my girl. Thank you, girl. They were wearing a UN logo. A UN logo supported Rwandan army to go and also emphasize the protection of the Central African people. They protected them, and now they have lives. Their lives are, look, what can I say to them? Globalization. Oh my God. Another thing about she mentioned something about coronavirus. Okay, let me ask someone. If coronavirus had only attacked Africa, who would have known all the details? The organization of OMS that handles the health globally, they gave us information about the coronavirus. We got these viruses. They know the statistics where they provide the vaccines. Wait, my highness. And another thing, the Dr. Tedros also encouraged people how to fight coronavirus. If we didn't have OMS as an organization that brings all the world together, what would we have done? Oh my God, to fight coronavirus. Allow me, dear, allow.
You're talking about coronavirus. I just said if we are one country and now the Chinese who died are under our burden, that is ours. So how the losses will be given to us now?
I'm not sure. Oh my God. She said that all Chinese are under our burden now. And then if only Rwanda, if Rwanda was the one who was where coronavirus came from, what would you have done? All the country would now, would be done. And now, only because of those organizations, they helped us, and we helped also the country of China to secure our borders. They gave us all the means to avoid and protect ourselves from coronavirus. That was from globalization. The point that I cannot go without saying, globalization increases awareness of events in faraway parts of the country. For example, the UK in 2004 would be affected by tsunami, but because of globalization, they knew it before, and then they found ways to avoid it. Now, thanks to globalization, people. Thank you very much. So, if you don't have any point of information, please, now you can allow me to go back to my seats, and thank you very much to you all who are going to come on our side. Thank you very much, dear judges, and my dear opponents, also my colleagues. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. I'm by the names of Muhongerejo Cynthia, and I'm just here to first sing for you a song called Anywhere You Go, round the USA. No one feel like Africa, no one feel like home. Oh my God, they didn't know this song. If they only knew this song, they wouldn't have said that they need support from other countries who are also dying. China, we are burning fire. I'm here to propose this motion. The second speaker come here and say she's proposing this motion 100%, but I'm just opposing this motion 1000%. So compare you people study math, because me I don't study math. We are very sorry and very sorry for that they did not allowed. We're very sorry for we just allowed a little globalization that is leading Rwanda to this road. If they only knew our action plan, they would not have said this. Since we are only in need of globalization to solve our problems, as you say, such as economic system issues, we're willing to work with the ministry in charge of social affairs and African Union that will encourage external investors who will help develop private and public sectors, build our economy, and from there we will achieve self-reliance. This will happen straight after the above ministry and organization are accepted, denied. So let me come up with my action plan. We say that this will happen straight after they have allowed. Yes, you have understanding. So the reason why these people are begging for the support is because they are not enough in their economy. They need support. But after this action plan is made, we will have money to just build our country, and we're not going to adapt cultures from other countries. Coming to the point she said, a speaker came here and said, the economy of USL will be the same as the one in Rwanda. I wonder, do you know what French used called assimilation? Oh my God, they use assimilation to just make us look like them. Unfortunately, they colonized us. Colonization, globalization is the future of colonization. So, who colonized? Who is going to globalize? I'm asking, if you're going to adopt the culture of other countries, which one are we going to adopt? China? USA?
Information, please.
Wait, I will give you a minute. So, another speaker come here and say, we will be on the same rate all the countries. I wonder then, the same rate all countries. So, how are we going to know that we are developing? We are not competing with anyone. How are we going to compare ourselves to others? We don't know how we are developing, because we don't compare ourselves to other countries. If you had other countries, we would just compare and say, we are on this rate, we will develop like this, then we will develop. But the girl come here and say that we will be on the same rate. We need to be on the same rate.
Point of information, please.
She also came here and said, we will have, that we don't have the arts. What does Amarisa do? The dance of Rwanda. She doesn't know it well. Yes, we have a different. And the thing that she doesn't know is that those people who came in our country, they come to see our culture. And if it was not the uniqueness of our culture, what would they come to see? Yet we have the same thing. They cannot come to see anything.
Point of information, please. Firstly, I would like to ask Honorable Cynthia. Thank you. I would like to ask the song you sang, please relate it to the topic. We don't understand. Wait, another thing. Arts. Wait, arts. She said arts. Let me ask. Arts. We didn't say that arts is different. Like it have uniqueness, but arts is different because we have arts of our own, and they have arts of their own. Thank you.
She answered what I was going to say. She said they have the arts of their own and we have the arts of our own. So that is what, it is not globalization. Globalization simply means, oh my God, that's why I love you. The fact that you are just defending me. Oh my God. It is my first debate that I debated with a person who is supporting me. Unfortunately, she said she's proposing. Why are you proposing? They have their arts and we have our arts. That makes us unique, and they'll come to see our culture. And there is this thing. You people, do you need to just be learned every day? Look, if you're going, the first speaker Lisa came here and say that if we allow that globalization, it means those people we say, USA and China, let's just unite and make one culture. And then even us will be back, just backing. Like, USA, can you help us? USA, can you just support us? So we will still be back. Look, right after genocide, have just developed. If we remain on this speed, our granddaughters will be ruling because China also achieved that. And also we are going to achieve it. And we just compete with them because even we know who we are competing with. So you people, you're going to compete with anyone you don't know who you are competing with, you don't know. So my proverb says that once man meat is another man's what? Poison! It is another man's poison. You want the poison to come in our country? We don't. We really love our country. Because we cannot allow adapting others' culture. Because don't you even be proud of yourself. I don't know you people. You should be proud of yourself. Support your team. Make them have a desire to come to your country. Don't be just blinded so that you are inspired by this stuff. We also have ours and we are independent. Thank you.
Sir, how are you doing? Headmistress, how are you doing? Everybody good? Yes. Okay, so once upon a time, I lived in a country, Yeah, I was alone, sick. There was this coronavirus in my country. Man, I was all alone. Then after this coronavirus, I actually had, can anybody help me through this? So I was in Rwanda actually. That was a long time ago. There was another corona that came first. This is a story, not a true story actually. And imagine if I was in globalization, the US would have known and helped me because, they're assistants. Okay? So ladies and gentlemen, did I tell you my names? My names are Benamo Dechawa. I'm the third speaker from the proposition side. So first of all, the first speaker said something about different cultures and economic system. They said we are going to have different cultures. Yes, we are going to have different cultures. But imagine if the Rwandan culture was introduced in the USA. Thank you. This is what we call globalization. Globalization is actually it's assistance. We are going to be doing the same thing at the same time. Imagine seeing an American dancing traditional dance. This is globalization. They are going to be having our culture. We are going to introduce our culture. How is that not development? Ladies and gentlemen, she said something about changing cultures and languages. This is what I'm still saying. Our language, Rwanda, Rwanda is going to be introduced in other countries. How is this not development? Ladies and gentlemen, she said something about it only favors developed countries. What do you understand by a globe? Do you know what a globe is? A globe is all the countries. I don't know. You have to check globe. A globe is all countries. They said it is going to be led by developed countries. Yet we are talking about globalization. All countries are going to take decisions, not the developed countries, because it's called globalization. Ladies and gentlemen, colonization and colonization and globalization are two different things. Colonization, one country was ruling the other. Globalization, all countries are ruling together. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the difference. She said something about racism, the first speaker. You know you're very funny. I don't know. She said something about racism. Bro, globalization is going to solve racism. You're saying globalization because it's globalization is going to solve racism because everybody is going to be working together. If Americans are, oh my God, if French people are working with Rwandan people, how is that racism, ladies and gentlemen? How is that racism? Something else we talked about, because that Rwanda is developing, we are developing because, ladies and gentlemen, Rwanda is one of the countries that allows globalization. Did you know that? Yes, we are developing, I accept your point, but we are developing because of globalization. What is wrong with you? Something else, we talked about communication, about language barriers. Ladies and gentlemen, she said there are going to be language barriers because one country has English, another one has French. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why we're in school. That's why I'm debating in English. That's why you're debating in English. If you don't know how to debate in Kinyarwanda. Colonizing, what they did was assimilation. They make people look like them. Globalization is not making people look like you. It's about all of you looking the same. Not taking one culture and making the culture of the whole globe. Take it like it's like decide uniting as a blob on one culture, y'all are going to be followed, ladies and gentlemen. Something else is that she said that how will we know we are developing if we are in, how will we know if we are developing if we're in globalization, ladies and gentlemen? How? Through international trade. Are you going to go through international trade without globalization, ladies and gentlemen? Something else, she talked about Amarisa tonight. She said, Amarisa. Yeah. See, imagine if Linda Mutafu, you know her in Amarisa, if Linda Mutafu was actually introducing this culture in another state. This is through globalization, ladies and gentlemen. This is development, ladies and gentlemen. This point. Something else, you talked about, we are going to be ruled by another country. Globalization is not being ruled. Globalization is taking decisions as a whole country. I'm not explaining this. You don't actually understand this motion. I don't know why you even have a picture in front of you. Something else. Ladies and gentlemen, she talked about something, death losses in China. But ladies and gentlemen, what if those death losses were in Rwanda? How will we be helped now, ladies and gentlemen? Something else, she talked about that one man's meat is another man's poison. Because we should give them desire to come to Rwanda. This desire is going to come through globalization, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, that was it. I'm very much
judges, my opponents, my beautiful side, and the headmistress, and the principals, and the teacher, of course. Can someone help me to sing this song, like, I love my Africa? Yeah, thank you. So, here I'm going to talk about these things that you say, like, let me first talk about the definition of globalization. Here people have been talking that globalization, they included only economics, you guys. Went in the dictionary, yeah? We have Oxford. The dictionary says that it also includes what? Culture. It doesn't leave what? It say culture. Thank you. So another thing is that my side also talked about a very good thing, that the uniqueness of the country. Tonight, please. They talked about the uniqueness of the country. So if I go and teach the Americans how to dance, how will my country still remain with the uniqueness of dancing? Think about it. You want to really go? So, and they also talked about Linda Mutafu teaching the Americans how to dance. So if the whole world knows how to dance in Kenya, how will they be still interested and coming to visit Rwanda like they are seeing Mutafu dancing? Let me first speak about the action plan. I think they didn't hear it very clear. They said, like, since we only need globalization to solve our economic system issues. Economic what?
On a POI.
Yes. We are willing to work with the ministries in charge of social affairs. Thank you.
I insist on a
and the African Union in charge to encourage external investors who will help us to develop our private and public sectors, which will help build our economy. And excuse me, madam. And from there, we will achieve the self. No, let me step on this. The self-reliance. Yes. Okay. The self-reliance. And this will happen straight after the Ministry of Organization have what? Have said yes. So,
I insist on a POI.
excuse me, madam. Let me first give her.
Thank you, the fellow. I actually want to inform. Bella Mudesia, what the speaker come there and say, Mutafu will be dancing in USA. I want that. If all USA knows how to dance, who will be interested? No one. So we're not going to adopt their culture. There will be interested people who are women.
My beautiful, they talked about tourists. They talked about what? Tourists. How will they still come in Rwanda to visit our gorillas? So when we talk about economics, like that we're sharing all the economics, what and what, they will start the thing like, can you please give us like one gorilla? They will start with one baby gorilla. And you know what will happen after? No, like three mothers of Korea. Please.
Point of information.
Yes, madam.
This is tourism. This is tourism. So an American now shares a culture with me, and now is coming to visit the museum which talks about my culture. Is it still mine or ours?
This time they say like it will have to manage like the human rights. Let's consider like in America. If America can't even itself prevent the racism, and they get the question to the international, when the word become one, then the question will be taken to where? To heaven. Please. So another thing is like keeping the heritage. It will help us to keep the heritage. The heritage that your grandfather, grandfather gave you. Which the American ones get. Thank you. And another thing is like, having technology. What if we remain with ours, like our culture, our things that we want?
Which one?
I will answer you. Like everything which is ours, and we get that we are learning English. For me to manipulate the America and give me that term. Thank you. So, thank you. That is the end of my debate. So, thank you. Please, I welcome you on our side because we are from this ideas.
Like 15 to 20 minutes to judges.
For the second position, all the winners of the competition. So now, okay. So I know that all curious to know who are the winners. Now it's time to announce the winners of the competition. So please stand up for your recognition if you do believe that you have been representing Senior s5PCB. To invite sister. So please welcome them. These are okay, may you please come? Will you allow us?
As I had said, I'm by the names of Kenji Dokas, and I'm glad that now we are getting close to the end of the event.